Hello everyone, welcome to SW News. Over 20 crore people from Assam, West Bengal, Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Puducherry are voting today in a gigantic electoral exercise. While this is the third and final phase of polling for Assam, Bengal has 5 more. For the southern 2 states and 1 union territory, this is the first and only phase of polling. The fate of candidates on 475 seats across these 4 states and 1 union territory is being decided today. By 11:30 am today, 34.71% of the voting had taken place in West Bengal. Puducherry recorded the highest voter turnout of 35.59% during this period. Tamil Nadu recorded 20.84% voter turnout, whereas Kerala recorded 30.01% and Assam recorded 33.18% voter turnout. Now let's talk about the states by state development. First is West Bengal. 31 seats are going to poll in Bengal in this phase. The Trinamool is contesting all the 31 seats, as well as the BJP. It is also contesting all the 31 seats. The Congress, which has allied with the left, is contesting 7 seats and the CPM is contesting 13 seats, with the rest going to smaller alliance partners like the ISF, AIFB and the RSP. In 2016, the Trinamool Congress had won 29 of these seats and pocketed over 50% of the votes from these assembly constituencies. The big names on the ballot in Bengal today include columnist Swapan Dasgupta. He was also a Rajya Sabha MP, but after he was nominated, he was filtered as a candidate. He resigned from the Rajya Sabha. Now he is contesting from Tarakeshwar on BJP ticket. Another big names from the BJP include actor and model Tanushri Chakraborty, who contest from Shampur. Veteran CPM leader Kanti Ganguly will also contest from Raigiri, and Trinamool's Ashima Patra, the Minister for Technical Education, will contest from Dhanekhali. Now, for the last few days, the TMC had been complaining about the Election Commission's inaction over alleged EVM rigging in the state. However, today, EVM and VVPAT machine was found in a TMC leader's house. Electronic voting machine and VVPAT slips were recovered from a house of a TMC leader in Uluberia on Tuesday amid the third phase of polling in West Bengal. Now, news agency ANI quoted the Election Commission as saying that Tapan Sarkar, a sector officer working with the Election Commission, had gone to the TMC leader's house with the EVMs and VVPATs. After the matter came to light, the sector officer has now been suspended by the Election Commission and the EVM and the VVPAT machines have been excluded from the voting process. Now, Tapan Sarkar, who was posted as a sector officer of Sector 17 of Howrah's Uluberia North seat, had gone to his relative's house with EVM and VVPAT. Now, apparently, the relative of his is also a leader of the TMC, so the entire controversy surrounding that. Now, let's talk about Tamil Nadu. In Tamil Nadu, total 234 seats are polling today. Kamal Hassan's MNM, that is Makkal Needhi Mayyam, is contesting 142 seats, with 85 divided between a handful of alliance partners. AMMK of TTV Dinakaran, who is the nephew of expelled AIADMK chief Sasikala, is contesting 165 seats and has left 60 to the DMDK, with the rest going to smaller alliance partners. Chief Minister Edappadi Palaniswamy is fighting from Edappadi constituency. Deputy Chief Minister O. Paneerselvam from Bodhinayakanur and DMK Chief M.K. Stalin is contesting from Kolathur. Now, TTV Dinkaran is on the ballot from Kovilpatti and Kamal Hassan is contesting from Coimbatore South. The BJP's big names include Vanathi Srinivasan, who also faces Kamal Hassan in Coimbatore, and actor Khushbu Sundar is contesting from Thousand Lights constituency. Voting in Tamil Nadu was a star-studded affair, with several Tamil celebrities coming out early in the day to cast their votes. Tamil superstar Vijay arrived to cast his vote on a cycle. Now, this sparked a debate on social media whether it was a silent message against the rising fuel prices in the country. Let's now talk about Kerala. The 140 seats of neighbouring Kerala also vote in a single phase today, with the LDF government led by Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan looking to retain power in the state. Pinarayi Vijayan CPM is contesting 77 seats, with 21 going to the CPI and the rest to the smaller alliance partners including the JDS 4 and Sharad Pawar's NCP, which are contesting on 3 seats. The LDF is also supporting 11 independent candidates. The Congress, on the other hand, which leads the UDF, United Democratic Front, is contesting 93 seats. The IUML is contesting 25 seats and the Kerala Congress is contesting 10 seats. The BJP here is contesting 113 seats, with 21 seats going to the BDJS. While opinion polls have predicted a return of Pinarayi Vijayan, which will be a historic for the state, which has been known to change the governments every 5 years. However, for Congress party, it is very important to win the state, as Rahul Gandhi spent maximum time canvassing for the candidates in the state, since it also houses his own constituency of Lok Sabha, Wayanad. Now let's talk about Assam, what is happening here. In Assam, the final phase is seeing 40 seats in play, with the ruling BJP targeting a second term. The Congress, at the head of an opposition alliance, is contesting 24 seats, with Badruddin Ajmal's AIUDF getting 12 seats and the BPF, that is Bodoland People Front, 8 seats, and CPM is getting 1 seat. In some seats, allied parties have each put up their own candidate. The BJP is contesting 20 seats, with allies AGP and UPPL contesting 13 and 8 respectively. In 2016, the BJP and AGP, that is Assam Gana Parishad pair, won 15 seats. The BPF, which was then an alliance partner of the BJP, won 8 seats. The Congress had won 11 seats and the AIUDF had won 6 seats. The two biggest contestants in this phase are from the BJP, State Chief Ranjit Kumar Das and Himanta Biswa Sharma, the Health Minister of the state and the party's strong man in the northeast. Now Mr. Das will contest from Patachar Kuchi in Bajali district, whereas Himanta Biswa Sharma is contesting from his stronghold of Jalukbari. He is unbeaten here since 2001. Now let's talk about the one union territory that is going for polling, which is Puducherry. Puducherry is currently under President's rule, as we all know, after the dramatic collapse of the V. Narayanaswamy-led Congress government in the state ahead of the assembly election. The party is now contesting 14 of the 30 assembly seats, with the DMK getting 13 seats and the smaller alliance partners getting the rest. As in Tamil Nadu, the BJP has ceded majority to a local party. In this case, it is All India NRC of former Chief Minister N. Rangaswamy. The BJP is contesting 9 seats and AINRC is contesting 16 seats, with the AIA-DMK getting the rest of the seats. So this is what the scenario looks like. Well, as the election progresses, what happens next, what are the developments, what are the new developments, we will get to know, and we will also let you know about that. Till then, stay tuned to HW News. Also, do let us know what you think about this in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in.